This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is Home Talk USA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com, one of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Yeah, welcome everyone. That's right, I'm the Cajun man from the Bayou Land, the originator and not the duplicator. Please don't accept no substitutions. Man, I was green before green was even coal, along with my co-host, Miss Rita Crompton. Hey, Miss Rita, how you doing?
I am fine, Michael. How are you today? Man, it is so good to hear your voice.
I tell you, it's been a whole week since I talked to you, you know?
I know.
So tell me what's going on. You got a great show for us. Tell us what's happening.
We do have a great show. A couple of great inventors with us today. You know, inventors, you need a plan, and it's not the traditional business plan because you can get lost without a plan, and yet there's no business. So today we're going to be talking about how inventors can put together a plan, because we know, Michael, that every American is a potential inventor. It doesn't matter what their age is.
All right, let's get to our first guest. I understand he's on the line right now. Mr. Hans Hartman. He's on the line.
Hi.
Hey, Hans.
Hi, Michael. How are you? And actually, it's Hans.
Hans?
And hands are at the end of your arms, and you use that to swing your hammer.
I gotcha.
And I'm also from New Orleans originally, so
wow.
Kudos to you, sir.
Well, that's right. Well, thank you, my buddy. Well, let's jump right into this. What did you invent, Hans?
Well, I got tired of popping pieces of ice cream across the room and hitting people with it. And I said one day, I'm like, I can't do this. I need to make a better ice cream scoop. And people go, well, it's an ice cream scoop. Well, no, there's science that can go into that. So what I did was I invented, and it is the world's best ice cream scoop. And there's a .com at the back of that if you want to take a look. But this is an ice cream scoop that has 5 teeth in the end, like what is called a runcible spoon, but most people know it as a spork. And in between each one of those teeth, there is a cutting edge that's about as sharp as a butter knife, so you're not going to poke yourself with it. But it actually is so good at breaking through and removing the surface tension in hard ice cream that when I had it tested by an engineer, I was getting between 1.5 and 5 pounds plus less force needed on my ice cream scoop to go through hard ice cream than other scoops that are on the market. So it is truly the world's best ice cream scoop.
It is, and Hans is going to be joining us, Michael, at the National Hardware Show, so he will be launching his product out there and taking orders. Hans, tell us why it is so important to understand steps early for the inventing process.
Oh, my goodness. Well, especially, and I learned this very quickly with my scoop, there are so many different ice cream scoops out there, and there are so many different products out there that if you are thinking of creating a new invention, all you have to do is go online and start looking for what it is you are saying, hey, I want to invent this. Because if you don't start with a plan and start looking for those things that you want to invent, seeing if somebody has invented it already, you may end up spending $10,000 or more on something that you can never get a patent on. And planning is something that it's done constantly. Every week, you should be looking at the business plan you have. And if your business plan is, at the moment, create this new product, then that's a great way to start your business plan. But you have to keep it going because this is a business. It's not just a hobby. And if it's a hobby, you don't need a patent because you don't care. So if you're going to do this seriously, you need to plan and then look at your plan and continue planning. And even if the plan is, I just want to sell this, or I want to get this licensed, you have to have that in your plan because if you're not setting yourself up for a good deal, for a licensing deal, you're gonna lose a lot of money. And I don't know about anybody else, but I have to pay bills, and so I got to get money.
Yeah, losing money is not fun. And
No, it's not.
So what we look at is, in those early stages of inventing, all right, before there's a business to do a business plan with, what do inventors do? And there's a couple of options. One, you can, join the Inventors Roundtable. They're virtual meetings and they're free. And you can download the Inventors Galaxy Guide that goes through those basic steps. And it's on the Inventor Lady website. So those are good early stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a very important read. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say that because it's really, it's great information, and she's not charging you anything for it. So read it if you're interested.
Wow. But Hans, let me ask you this: what other advice you would have, say, for new inventors, though?
Oh my gosh, if you're a new inventor, especially, and being somebody who's been working on inventions for close to 30 years myself, I noticed that if you're one person thinking about, how do I do this? You have one point of perspective. If you work with someone, you talk to somebody, you get it into somebody's hands, you get another perspective. And from that perspective, you actually get your perspective, their perspective, and then a collective perspective. And the more people that you involve, talk to, network with, put it in their hands to test it out, see if it's something that fits and works. And my favorite thing to say to people is, can people use this without an instruction manual? If you can do that, and if you use the principles of Occam's razor, which is the best part is no part, so take out anything that's ancillary, make it as simple as you can, but as durable as you can, and do it so it's very, very naturally usable. That's going to be the thing to do.
Well, hold on that.
Yep.
Hold on that. We got to go. Rita, any contact information? How can we reach him, Rita?
Well, you can do Hans Hartman at me.com, or you can go to the website www.hartmanmade.com, and we will post all of these things on our website, so we're easy to find.
All right, Hans, thank you so much for being our guest. Good luck to you, okay, buddy? We got to run.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to take a short break along with the Cajun contractor Michael King with my sidekick, Miss Rita Crompton, the Inventor Lady, right here on Invent America on the Home Talk USA Radio Network. We're going to take a short break. I'll be right back. Yay!
Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HometalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HometalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
All right, welcome back to the only home improvement show dedicated to you, the American consumer. Consumer. That don't make sense. Consumer. All right, here on the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network, along with my sidekick, Miss Rita Crompton, the Inventor Lady herself. Any announcements you want to make right quick before we get to Mr. Stephen Souders?
Absolutely. For any new inventors out there, we really want to encourage you to join our monthly meetings. They're free, and it's where you would come after you hear our inspiration and you've got questions. So some of our inventors that are on the radio show, Michael, will be joining us at the meeting. So if you've got any questions for them, you can join us at the meetings. They're free of charge. We'll sign a non-disclosure agreement with you so that you don't have to worry about talking about your idea. And we just want to encourage everybody out there who's got an idea to join us.
All right. Well, I understand. I'd like to introduce Mr. Stephen Souders. He is with the Cut and Go. We'll learn a little bit about his product. He's on the line right now. Hey, Mr. Stephen, how you doing, my buddy?
Fantastic. Yourself?
All right. I think Miss Rita wants to ask you a question right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Stephen's invented Cut and Go, and he believes that this is one of his inventions that was divinely inspired. So, Steve, tell us a little bit about how this came on.
I was actually watching a little blip of news, and as the policeman was walking through the water, going to rescue this elderly couple in the car, and just like that, it went to commercial, and I just believe God gave it to me because it's the first invention that actually went to my dining room table. I drew it up, but this was the very first one I ever drew a logo for. And then I went to the Internet and looked them up.
So that's great because it saves lives. It's a wonderful product. Steve will be joining us at the National Hardware Show. You guys have all got to come so that you can see what's going on. But how important is it, Steve, for an inventor to have a plan, to know when you've got that idea like you had where it was divinely inspired and you go draw it up, but what's next? How do you know so that you're not throwing money down a hole?
Well, you got to research it. Look at what it is, and I talked to everybody about it, and I did my homework on it, and then when I had a 3D imprinted one, I demonstrated it all, and I got feedback from people. And the more I did that, the more I educated myself about the field that I was in that I really never knew about, the more I became comfortable and gained confidence in what I was going to do. That it was going to be a great product to save a lot of lives.
Now, Stephen,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Stephen, let me ask you this right quick, though. So the main common denominator I keep hearing from all y'all inventors is draw up that plan. The plan is so important, right?
I never really had a plan.
Okay.
I followed what was given to me. I researched it, and the more I learned about it, I just kept plodding forward. And it's a learning curve.
I got you. Okay.
It's a big learning curve when you create something from nothing to something.
And so our goal is to kind of shorten the learning curve. It's to be able to get people, what are the options? What are some of those first steps? How do we go about this so that not as much time and money is wasted? And one of the things we're going to talk about is your most valuable resources is your time.
Yes.
And there's so many ways that time can just disappear.
And truthfully, I wish I would have known you and your group. That would have probably helped me tremendously and saved me a lot of time and a lot of headaches along the way if I would have known someone like you and the group that you have to sit around and discuss ideas and learn from other people that already have done it.
And probably save you a lot of money, too, huh?
Believe me, I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Unreal.
that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Just found the guy. I was just able to find it, get it every which way and here but loose.
And Rita, that seems to be a common denominator about how much money is actually wasted. That's a good point.
It is. I mean, I have had so many inventors call me and say, well, I've spent this much money, and I'm thinking, and they'll say, where were you 5 years ago? It's like, I was right here. You just didn't find me. So we want to encourage those inventors to, reach out to us because, when you can learn from someone else's mistakes, it saves you time, it saves you money, it saves you acid drip, that anxiety that goes along with it when you realize it's like, oh, if I'd only known this. And so being able to have those resources for inventors, because everybody's had an idea.
Yep. What? Steve, let me ask you this right quick. We got to go. Any other advice you'd like to give new inventors that you might have?
I would say the best thing you do is to make sure that you do your research about what you're going to do, and don't hang your hat on just because you think you have an idea that it's going to be a great idea and it's going to be $1 million idea. I had lots of ideas, but I guarantee you, none of them are good. My son in his 30s finally said, Dad, you finally have one that's going to work.
Good. Hans, we got to run.
You have a good
Steven?
idea. It doesn't mean it's going to work.
Good.
Yep.
Steve, we got to run. Thank you so much for being our guest. Hey, Rita, you have some contact information on him?
Yes, I do. Steve at thecutandgo.com or the website thecutandgo.com, and we will have all of these links up in multiple places. So go to inventorlady.com, and we'll have all the links there for you.
All right, Stephen, thank you so much for being our guest.
You bet, sir. Thank you. Have a great day and dream big.
All right, Rita, what a great guy this is. He's got a great story, huh?
He does. We've got so many wonderful inventors out there that have got good stories and good energy, and we're hoping that all of those inventors out there that are saying, oh, I've got an idea, will be inspired by the inventors that we have on the show.
Explain to my audience what's the process that we're doing on this show, and if because I'm getting a lot of emails and texts to say, how can I get how can I get on the show? Do you have any?
We've got a form up that's on the Inventor Lady site. So if they click on then Home Talk and Invent America, it actually goes to a form where they can put in their name, their contact information. It asks some very basic questions, and just fill it in, and we'll have somebody get in touch.
All right. Well, Rita, we've got to take a short break. Along with Rita Crompton, the Inventor Lady, I'm the Cajun contractor, Michael King. Stay tuned right here. We got some more guests, more topics right here as we look for these great inventors inside the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network. I am the Cajun contractor, Michael King, the originator, not the duplicator, please. Don't accept no substitutions. Man, I was green before green was even cold. Y'all come back now, you hear?